Welcome to the Klock Hour. I'm your host once again, Marv Kendall. I got a very special guest with me once again. What you want people to call you, man?
Budda. That's my
Budda.
name. Everybody knows about
Everybody know about Budda, but you got a other name.
Thomas Hickson.
There you go.
Thomas. Yeah.
But the people who know him and his friends call him Budda. So brought him back up again. I bumped into him about a week or so ago. And he said he want to come back. I mean, man got a lot to talk about, been a lot of places, done a lot of things. So we was just sitting here talking about some old school stuff with some local people and everything. And all I could do is sit here and laugh about it because, you know, Waterbury has a lot of history.
Definitely.
You know, and I realized that when I was sitting in the park with Julius painting that court. Mm-hmm. You know, and just listening to people come through and talk about it and ask about it and the protection. You know, my mom's be like, you better be careful down there, watch out for that. You know, I'm still a baby. I was a baby. Yeah. So you better be careful down there, not knowing that I was protected.
Yeah. Definitely. Your uncle. Tommy.
Right.
He definitely.
You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there on the court painting. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's, and people didn't understand that, you know, for a long time, nobody actually paid attention to the park.
Yeah.
And then when me and Julius jumped in there to do it, here comes this
Everybody,
one.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Let me tell you about the history of the park, man. Man, I mean, I was a kid, man. I mean, I came off the porch early.
Right.
And, man, they used to throw block parties, man. Now, my brother, may rest in peace, Kevin, man, that was my idol.
Right.
Sharp dude. Now, I looked up to him in the Crims.
Right.
I looked up, and there was a crew of them.
Right.
I mean? But I used to sneak down to the concerts, man. Fat Daddy had a band.
Right.
And they used to play. Man, it used to be jumping, man. I mean, no violence. You know what I mean, it used to be jumping, man.
Because I seen my uncle and them sing down there one year.
Tommy, I forgot. Yeah, Tommy was a singing dude,
they used to sing down there and whatnot. I was like, okay, that's dope. And so what we're actually trying to do is get it back to that.
Okay.
We know what it was. Let's get it back to that. You know, I'm getting ready to do a walk of solidarity from the North End Rec up to the Square Park.
Okay.
We have the fellas get suited up, dressed up, and do this walk, and we do a big photo shoot, maybe speak, people get to speak and everything. I want to do something like that right before Father's Day because I went to a wedding with some people, they was from Bristol and New Britain. And I said, Java and Waterbury, you know, holler at me. They said, we'll wave at you from the highway.
Nobody like, and it's sad because Waterbury didn't used to be that bad, man.
Right, Waterbury is full of culture. Yeah. This is culture right here.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way, you know, and then I was running around New Haven too, but I don't feel it, what they feel looking from the outside. No. You know what I mean? So I just want to give it a different vibe. And, you know, I saw this video. All these brothers was dressed up in suits, man.
Yeah,
from the youngest to the oldest.
Yeah, man.
So I'm like, we could do this.
Yeah, we definitely could.
Yeah, I had the young brothers in here last week with me.
Okay.
And they ready.
Okay.
That's what I needed. There's like 50 of them.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's a chosen few.
Yeah,
you know
so I figured let's holler at a few people and take this step, man. And we can actually hit up maybe a couple of black-owned businesses or whatever and, you know, make a day of it. And you know, I'm trying to do something just to say we all right.
Man, it definitely sound like a plan.
Yeah, we all right.
You know, because like back then, again, in the 80s, like, Waterbury wasn't known for violence, man.
No.
I mean, all the New Haven, Bridgeport,
Yeah.
I mean, they was known for, they was about to put the National Guards in New Haven.
Right,
so bad.
right.
But we wasn't known for violence, man. It just got like this, man, with this new generation, man, with this drill, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was the arm flux after COVID.
Yeah.
New York started kicking people out, man.
And they came here.
Yeah.
And brought that with them, man.
Right.
God, man.
And you're like, hold up, wait a minute, what's going on, man?
Yeah, man. And like I said, man, last time I was up here, man, with with this gang message they doing now,
Yeah,
man, they're
yeah.
20 years late, man. I mean, they ain't even
Right.
doing that in California no more, man.
And then there's no organization.
No, it's not, man.
Cause I spent a year on the West Coast, man, and look, you're talking, as you know, it's generational.
It's generational, man.
His
Started from the
grandfather.
60s, 70s, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All the way down, man.
Yeah.
And there was a dude I met. He was from East St. Louis. Short story. So my man, he sold car audio. So I pull up. I used to have a Monte Carlo. I pull up, and my man standing out talking to this dude, and the dude was like, psst, like, what he here for? So my man laughing.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at him like, yo, I get out the car, I'm like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
He's like, that's your car? I said, yeah. He said, come here, let me show you something. He popped the trunk. He went to a Grand Prix. Popped the trunk. Pull the cover back. He got Mossberg in there, 9mm in there. Right? Peep game. He pull out a map. He had a bunch of spots circled. Your car be over there on such and such street.
What?
Right. First time I met homeboy, he said, your car be over there on such and such. Yeah?
That's how organized they were.
Yeah, that's where I was staying. He was from East St. Louis.
Okay.
He was like, look, if I had any more problems out of these, because I was in Washington State. They had Crips and Bloods up there.
Yeah.
So I had any more problems out of these dudes, I knew where all of them was at. And that's what he did.
Wow, man.
Yeah, man. Now, I didn't know him.
Yeah, but he knew you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because my car was, it looked like one of them.
Yeah.
The Crips used to throw up gang signs because my car was blue.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I couldn't
They
go
go by the
over
color.
here because, my car was blue. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
They
man.
have no idea here. They just get together and say, I'm a gang.
Yeah.
I'm in the schools. I do subbing.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I get silly with him. I'm like, you a gangbanger, man?
Yeah.
He start laughing and stuff. He's like, no, he is. I'm like, you a gangbanger, man? No, he is. And I'm just playing with him.
Yeah.
But just seeing what they know. I seen dudes, they dress their kids.
Yeah.
Look, this kid, he ain't leaving the house unless he got Georgetown different Cowboys. You know what it is.
Yeah.
So, it's different, man.
Yeah.
These mugs shooting people in front of the courthouse.
That's crazy. I know, man. Unfortunately, that was a family member of mine.
Right.
But
Like, yo, really?
Did you see where the cats was from that did it?
No.
One was from Glastonbury, bro.
Really?
Yeah, man. Two from Meriden, a girl and a dude was from Meriden, and another one was from Glastonbury.
Oh, man.
I mean, so I think that was some money thing involved, man. But yeah, like they don't have a clue, man.
Nah. They be on TikTok talking to each other.
Don't have a clue, man. Don't have a clue, man. I mean, and like I said, it's 20 years late. And then even if they go to California, man, they not respected, man.
No,
you know what I mean?
Not at all.
They wouldn't even, them dudes out there, like you said, it's generational.
Yeah, man.
And they ask them, man, who filled your cup, man? They go way back to, and they'd be like, after the 90s, they ain't, you know what I mean?
It ain't there.
Came from New York, man. And
that's like, I was in the Navy.
Yeah.
So when we pull up over there, before we pull in, they call everybody out there and they got this list and they give that speech. Don't go here, 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 don't go here. Now keep in mind, I'm in the Navy. Don't wear this, don't wear that, don't wear that, don't wear that, don't wear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marv, I took it as a joke. When I was in my first time going was 87. And my aunt lived in Santa Fe Gardens in Compton.
Right.
That's Santana Block. You know what I mean? So they telling me, like, boo, when we get out there, man, we got to go through your suitcase. I had on a red a Puma sweatsuit, red Chris Pumas, you know what I mean? He said, you can't wear that.
No.
So you know my mentality, man, I'm from Bishop Street, man, country. Because, they talk country.
Right.
So I'm like, man, you country, man, I ain't worried about that.
That's from Texas.
Man, Marv, man, so I get out there, I'm like, I'm going to the store to get cigarettes. Now, back then, everybody was in health. I was the only one smoking cigarettes. Everybody was in lifting weights and deep. My cousin was diesel, man. You know what I mean? So I get out there, I'm all slinky, you know what I mean? I'm thinking I'm cool. I'm walking the street. And my aunt said, baby, don't nobody walk out here. I'm like, Come on, man. I'm seeing palm trees. It look beautiful.
It's nice.
Man, Marv, I got to the mailbox and seen all them Crips, and they look like they was on the galleys in Cheshire.
Right.
Blue khakis, white t-shirts.
Right.
And that's another thing. Remember we was on that white T-wave?
Yeah.
Out there, that means something.
Yeah.
You know, ain't no fashion
Early.
statement. Yeah.
It was early.
You just ain't wearing no white tee
Nah,
and
man.
walk around. They ask you what set you from.
Right.
You know what I mean? Man, they surrounded me, man, and like, man, don't you know we'll kill you out here with that food?
Yep.
My cousin came just in time.
Right.
He said he ain't from out here, he don't know.
Right.
Marv now is shaking like a leaf, man.
Man, it's just different.
Yeah, man.
That's like the dude who did my top. I had the Landau taken off, and it looked like a convertible.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't go over there with that.
Yeah, definitely.
I can only get it done right here. I went to Compton.
Yeah.
I went on Crenshaw because I
Okay.
just wanted to see it. I had a rental. So, you know, my man was a recruiter over there, so I stopped by and checked him out and everything, but I went to Long Beach. I didn't realize how old school Long Beach is.
Oh, yeah. Man,
Old
definitely,
school.
Man. Yeah, man.
Everybody.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. And then Crenshaw, see, 06 was the last time I went. And Crenshaw, 60s run all that.
Right. I went in 96. I think it was 96 I was
Okay.
out there.
Yeah, man.
But I went out, I was in San Diego in 88.
Oh, yeah. It was bad then, man.
Man, it was
bad.
crazy then.
Yeah, it was
Everywhere.
bad, man. Yeah, that's when I went, 87. I was in Compton in 87.
Yeah.
And I used to call home. I used to call Kevin Johnson all the time. That was
Yeah.
my boy at the time.
Right.
I'm like, I used to tell him, like, man, they got these old school cars. I'm telling them, like, how different it is, man.
Yeah, man.
But I said, this gang stuff every night, Marv, man.
And it's for real.
Yo, we lived on this side of the projects. Across the street's the other side. They're
Right.
two different sets.
Right.
So every night, man, I'm like, I stayed a year and a half, and I said, I gotta go.
Just like
I said, I'm not
it's
used
too
to this.
much too much to deal with.
I would have had to join something.
Right.
And
like
I didn't
in,
grow up like that.
In the Bronx, you got Mott Haven Projects. Then you walk through the tunnel across the street, you got Patterson Projects.
Yeah.
They beefing.
Who could live
you
like
could
that,
you
man?
could throw a rock out the window
Yeah.
and hit that project.
Who wanna live like that?
Nah, man. Nah, man. It's just it's too much.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta go around that street to get there. To get to that store right there.
Yeah. But that's
then
how-
their houses.
Yeah.
They rent houses out there. So Washington State, you know, Section 8, they get houses. They don't get project apartments. They
Okay,
get those, but
okay.
they rent them houses.
Okay.
Section 8, you good.
Yeah.
Shoot, man, I was like, yo, this
Another
is
thing,
crazy.
The hustlers out there back then, you know,
He
because
did.
I came right after Freeway went through his thing out there, so
Right.
cocaine was like crazy. I mean, they
Right.
had crack way before us. You know what I
Right,
mean? So,
yeah, oh yeah.
So them little cats was rich. So
Yeah.
I'm hanging up. My cousin lived on Palmer Block, so I'm hanging with these cats. So we they had clubhouses too, man. Like remember we used to have they turned the garage into a clubhouse because
Right.
they couldn't hang in the street.
Right.
They get shot. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they always was in the cut. So one day we went to one of this dude's house because this is the difference between their hustling and our hustling.
Yeah.
That's why they call us clowns, because we get our money and buy all kinds of jewelry.
Yup.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
man.
no hot car.
Right.
These dudes, white tees, Dickies.
Right.
But knots in their pockets like this.
Right.
So, cat, we go over dude's house. So I go in there, I'm like, wow, man, like your mom's got a nice house. He said, my mom's? He said, man, this is my shit, homie. You know? I'm like, dude was like 20.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Man?
Right,
This is
right.
I couldn't believe it, man. He said, this is what we do out here, man.
Right.
I mean, we gotta live. This is survival. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? We ain't playing out here, man.
Nah, and you know, that's another thing too. From working in the federal system, it was all women
Yeah.
when I first started.
Okay.
These is women getting money. I started in 2000, so everything from the 90s was there.
Okay.
You're talking LK,
Yeah.
the blood females,
Yeah.
and you just different stuff, man. And they was there. They was getting the money.
Okay.
Some of them was bosses.
Yeah.
You know, and you listening to them, and you know, a lady said something to me. She kind of helped me through my first couple of years. She said, "I don't want my daughter with no corner boy."
Yeah.
I said, "What?"
Yeah.
I don't want my daughter with no corner boy.
Yeah.
You know, and she had to explain it. Explain that to me.
Yeah.
So she ran it down. She was from Detroit.
Okay.
Very
So
special lady,
where
man,
Meeks
to
and
me.
them from.
Yeah.
So cocaine was heavy out there back
Very
then.
special lady, man.
Okay.
They served her. They
Man.
trying to get her out now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. Trying to get her out now. But she was schooling me. Ba, 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 ba. Her daughter was working for Diddy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Man.
School me.
Wow.
But you listen to people, Detroit, you listen to some of the major cities.
Yeah.
We the only one that kind of screw it up here.
Yeah, we different.
Yeah,
We different,
definitely
man.
different.
We different,
You
man.
know, you'd be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You know, I used to tell my brother, I said, man, you know what? And I used to sit there, I'd come home and listen to him like, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he was like, what you mean? I said, yo, you are supposed to have a lot of money
That's right.
because he had it.
Yeah.
That
yeah,
gift.
Yeah,
Anywhere.
Always.
I've seen them take used tires and sell them like they was
yeah,
new.
yeah, man.
I've seen them do it.
Yeah, man.
I said, man, it used to make me mad.
Yeah.
Like last time I talked to him, I said, man, I'll talk to you later, man. Because you know why? Some of the stuff he would say, and I just look at him.
Yeah.
Like, yo, like we was hanging tight in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I'd be sitting there listening, talking to certain people, and I'd be like, yo, you
Supposed to be a boss, man.
what?
Yeah, man, because everybody respected him.
That was my hero.
Yeah, man.
He didn't know it,
Yeah.
but the mouthpiece
Yeah. Yeah.
in the hustle game,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, man.
I said, you sell yourself short all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I couldn't do it, man. I didn't look.
Man.
You know?
It's the way we grew up here, man.
Yeah.
A lot of us did, man.
It is.
I mean,
But no disrespect, but they champion another boss.
yeah.
He the hero.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
But come on, man.
And can't touch you with a 10-foot pole.
Nope.
But he the boss.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. I thought my brother know the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you knew it. You knew it.
Yeah.
Some of these cats wouldn't be where they are
If it wasn't for you.
if it wasn't for you. How you teach a person the game and they eating and you ain't?
Yeah.
How you do that? I never understood it.
Yeah.
Like I used to do CDs, you know, and the cat, he may be making a little money, but he out there with a bright orange hat on. So I'm here. I'm bringing him CDs.
Yeah.
I spot you from down the street.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, man, if I was police,
Spots him.
yeah,
They know.
Yeah, they know.
Police play the game.
yeah, man, they have to. If I was a police, I'd play it.
Yeah.
Be like, shit, man, I ain't chasing these mugs. That's paperwork.
Yo, check this out, man. Like when that happened to my cousin, man, when he got shot, my girl was like, one thing she's from Bridgeport, she ain't from here. She said, one thing I learned about Waterbury, y'all got some of the best detectives or some of the best snitches
Yeah.
I ever seen.
Yeah.
She said, give it a month, they're gonna catch whoever did
Gotcha.
that.
Yep.
And she was right, bro.
Gotcha. They good.
Yeah, man.
They are good.
Yeah, man.
They know who to holler at to go to get
Yeah.
that information.
Yeah, man.
That's like being in the prison. I used to, I worked for the state of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
So, some of them want to be cool and shit. They'd come to the window telling you all kinds of stuff. I said, man, y'all make, they was like, how you find that out? I said, man, come on. I ain't going to,
Yeah.
give up my,
Yeah.
my thing. Now, the women, you'll always get one. I used to call one young lady Rungotel. Rungotel. Because I would take her story, then I'm going to go get the truth.
Yeah.
So I call Rungotel, come here. What happened? Rungotel, oh, no, Mr. Kennel, so-and-so.
Yeah.
Tell everything.
Yeah.
Georgia, they always wanted to sound like they had game. So they just talking, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, especially knowing up North Cat.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. They was trying to do me in, but the OGs like, yo, you 100, man. We'll tell you to stay home.
Yeah.
If anything jumped
Yeah.
off, you stay home. But they was trying, and I'd be like, man, go ahead, man. What you think this is? This ain't Tuesday.
Didn't one of the Borat cats got killed in the system down there? One of them, right?
I'm not sure.
Cav, I think.
They sent them to They was federal though.
Yeah.
They sent them to Atlanta.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Probably.
And they got murked in there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Probably.
Yeah.
When they did that whole big sweep, that busload in the 90s, right?
I think so, man. But I never understood how they became COs when they did time up here.
Man, look.
They did time
because
up here, man.
You know what happens? People, they get desperate for COs, man.
Okay.
It take a different type of dude, person to be up in there, man.
Because they don't get paid like we get paid up here, right?
What? No, down south they was giving you 20,000, man. That McDonald money. And then this was the crazy part. You work 6 days a week. You get 6 days on, 3 days off, right? That 6th day was a comp day. They didn't pay you for it. They put they bank it.
For workers' comp. In case something happens, in case you get stabbed.
What? Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all getting a free day out of all these people.
Yeah.
And see, if you notice, like the videos and stuff that you see, if they got a blue stripe on their uniforms, that's Georgia.
Okay.
That's Georgia. They got all the phones and everything.
I was about to say that. They be
I
on
got
TikTok.
out of there right on time.
They be
man.
on TikTok all the time,
Yeah, man. That's
like,
Georgia.
I'm like, how does dude?
Because they're not paying the staff, man. Look, when I went to Feds, man, that was probably the best kept secret in Connecticut.
Okay.
Because they pay.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, look, shoot, 20 years later, I'm retired, man.
Yeah, Linda retired from Georgia prison.
Yeah, man, but they didn't pay. She moved around.
Okay. All right.
Man, that's crazy, because they didn't pay. Like, one dude was like, yo, you want to make $1,500? I said, what?
An inmate?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I heard they got it. They got bread.
And he said, I said, man, let me ask you a question. You think I would have did it when I first started? He's like, nah. I said, why ask me now, man?
Dig it.
Because he heard I was leaving.
Okay.
But my brother was down there with me. I was going to plot.
Okay, dig it, man.
Yeah, I would have plotted.
Yeah.
He got up out of there.
Yeah.
But dude was cool. He was all right. If it was anybody else, I would have got him. I'm like, man, I don't think I'm not thinking.
Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah, because them country boys, they get money. They got money down there.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah. But they do the most, man. I went to, they shut down one of them, a place called Lee Erringdale, where they put all the young boys at. Mm-hmm. So what happened was a dorm hold 50. Mm-hmm. They sent 11 COs in there. They went locked down. Nightsticks. 11 COs.
With nightsticks.
Young boys. And you sent 11 COs in there. Young boys, 50 young boys. With
swords probably in there.
Man, they did them something dirty.
Oh, yeah?
Man, they called for help.
Oh, yeah?
They did them dirty. So when they had COs do a week or 2 weeks from all over the state of Georgia, work there. Mm-hmm. So I'm going in there. The Sarge asked me to go in there with him. He says, I need you to come in with the pill nurse. They said they was going to rape the pill nurse.
What? That bad?
Yeah. The pill nurse was a dude.
What? Yeah. I heard that down. It's like that down there. I heard DC cats is more into that. Like, you know what I mean?
DC wicked.
Yeah, I heard, man. I heard about the DC cats.
So I'm helping the pill nurse, right, get the cart in. I hear the door close. Boom. Now keep in mind, the Sarge asked me to go in with them. Yeah. So I went in. We did the pill line. When I got out of there, I told the Sarge, man, I said, don't ever do that to me again, man. You asked me to go in there with you. Then you left me in there with the pill nurse.
By yourself.
Yeah. Man, I'm a $1.75.
Yeah.
$1.80.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
If I didn't get the respect from where I was originally working at, it passed down. There was some people down.
Cats.
Yeah, that knew me.
Yeah.
So they would have did us dirty in there.
Yeah.
I said, yo, man, don't do that to me, man. Don't ever do that again. Me and you'll be out here fighting.
Yeah.
You know, that was something different because basically you got to prove yourself.
Yeah.
The whole way. I had to prove myself to inmates and staff.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so what, man?
I can imagine that type
my first year, man, it was rough.
I didn't know you was down there. I always thought you was up here, man.
Nah, man. I was in Georgia for about 2 years. They said give it 2 years. Georgia didn't want to pay. I worked at Foot Locker on the side.
Okay.
Even they stupid.
I heard they don't pay. That's why the chicks always. That's how them cats getting them phones and all.
Yeah,
and
man.
Man, I couldn't believe the TikTok videos I see, man.
Game, man.
And I'm like, I watched one video like last week, man, dude doing magic tricks.
Yeah.
On the tier.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the hell they do that, man?
They're not paying them. In Georgia like this, so what? You can't even, they don't even have a union. So they're like, so what? Nah. They like, so what? Linda tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, she was a boss, so she ate.
Yeah.
She was a boss, so she ate.
Yeah.
But the rest of that, man, nah, man, they was happy with that. And then back in '97, you had to go pick your check up. So I was like, yo, let me get my punk check. I mean, my paycheck. For real. For real.
Yeah,
they made me mad, man. I was like, man, this is garbage, man. What y'all want me to do? This is bullshit.
Yeah.
So I got up out of here. My brother said, I'm leaving too. Okay. I took my last $100 and came home. I had $15 and a quarter tank of gas when we pulled into Waterbury.
Right. Then you start working up here.
Yeah, I worked at the Renaissance. I started.
Okay,
I got the Renaissance about 2 weeks later up here. And then I went federal out here.
All right. The federal, they
pay
at Danbury, right?
Yeah, they pay you.
Yeah.
They pay you.
Yeah.
But as always, man, we got to wrap it up, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. Because, man, look, man,
anytime,
you know what? I'm still, yeah.
You know, I told my wife, because last night I told you I was doing research. I said, when I go, I'm going to talk about Gaza. Maybe next time I come.
Yeah, I mean,
talk about that,
that's
man.
a tricky one.
It is, man.
Yeah, because, people get offended. You're not supposed to, then you don't want it to sound like you're taking sides.
Yeah.
But you're taking sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because they know it's wrong.
Because it stems all the way back to us, man.
Right,
that whole area.
Right.
That's the research I did.
But you can come back on and we can rap about it because this is going to be a powder keg.
Definitely.
Thanks for coming out.
Definitely,
thanks
man.
for tuning in. Also, for the people, by the people, about the people. That's the Klock Hour.
All right.